10 in segment 2. Like us for a chance to win an iPad. Visit kjrh.com/contest for details.
The trouble with TV, for one family, it wasn't too much television, it was too little because their warranty work went on the fritz. Here's how 2 News problem solver Pete Knutson helped make the repair.
Chad, Danica, and their 2 little girls are spending a lot more time in the toy room these days instead of in front of the television. We found the girls making tea and hot chocolate for Mom and Dad.
I want chocolate.
Something sweet, after Danica and Chad say they had such a sour experience with Sony, trying to get their television repaired.
It was disheartening to me.
Chad bought the TV last Thanksgiving weekend. A few months later, he says the picture would fade from light to dark. Then the set would turn off and couldn't be turned back on for hours.
So I called Sony and they sent a technician out. They repaired the TV, and not much a couple weeks later, it was back to the same way.
Eventually, Chad says technicians had replaced nearly every part of the TV, except the frame, but the set still didn't work. After that, though, some good news from Sony.
So they tell me they're going to replace it.
But Chad says the promised replacement never arrived. For 2 months, Chad says he'd call and call and call, and each time was told Sony was upgrading its system and orders were delayed.
It wasn't all adding up, so I thought that they were stringing it out to the 1-year warranty where they weren't able to help me.
So Chad got in touch with the 2 News problem solvers, and we contacted Sony. That same day, Chad says he got a call from a Sony rep who apologized for the delay and told him that replacement TV was on the way.
The TV's great. It's an upgrade.
And now, when the kids aren't in the toy room, they can once again watch their favorite cartoons. Pete Knutson, 2 News works for you.